Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today is a really exciting episode. I'm up bright and early, it's really cold, but I can't wait to get stuck in because today we're going to be turning Project 90 into a soft top. We're going to be removing the rear door, the side panels, the roof, ready for it to take its new canvas hood. So I'm going to stop waffling and we're going to jump straight into the video. So when I go to take the roof off, obviously I'm going to be removing the rear door too and swapping that out with a half door. So I'm going to have to remove the rear wheel and also the ORE wheel carrier. And obviously I'm going to replace that with a compatible wheel carrier that works with a half door instead. Removing the wheel carrier is really simple and easy. All you have to do is disconnect the arm from the plate, and then it's 6 bolts to remove the plate from the door. Once the plate's removed, it's on to removing the arm from the cross member. Again, a few bolts through the cross member and this could be easily removed. So now the wheel carrier is removed, I can now start to remove the rear door. I need to disconnect the electrics that are running to the rear wiper so that the door's free. And then it's just a case of removing those bolts that are down the hinges to be able to pull the door away, and then we can start to move on to the side panels. I applied a ton of WD-40 to these bolts as they were pretty seized up and it took a little while to get them all removed. The final thing to do is remove the check strap and then we're all good to go and start removing the door. So that's the rear door removed. That was actually easier than I expected. All I need to do now is remove these slightly ropey hinges, and once we've done that we can then unbolt the sides, unbolt the roof, and we should be good to lift off. I forgot that I'd have to remove all of the door sills going around the car so that I could separate the top side panels from the bottom lower part of the tub. And now came the slightly tedious task of removing all of the bolts that connect the side panels to the roof. There's a lot of bolts here and half of them were really rusted out, so I ended up spraying them with lots of WD-40 and it took a long time to get a lot of them removed. So that's all of the bolts removed from the rear of the tub. I now need to look at removing the bolts for the front section of the roof that are tied or connected through the windscreen surround. To do that, there's also a seal that I'm going to have to break so I can ensure that I can pierce the seal to remove the roof at the same time. At this point I could see that the roof was almost detached, so I used a screwdriver to go round and start to separate the side panels from the roof, making sure that I was pulling all of the sealant out of the way so that when I come to remove the roof it's not going to get stuck on anything. The front of the roof is actually attached to the windscreen shield with sealant, so I grabbed a Stanley knife and was able to cut through the sealant to detach the roof from the windshield. And now for the exciting bit where I can start to prise the roof away from the body and we get a first look at what this car is going to look like without the roof. So there you have it guys, that is the roof off the Defender. That was actually a lot easier than I expected. Lots of bolts to undo, and once the sealant was cut I could lift off the roof, and with it being aluminium it was really light to be able to pull off myself, so I'm really stoked with that. The next thing I'm going to do is remove the side panels and then we're good. We've done the conversion, that the worst bit of the job is over. So there you have it guys, that was really easy. I'm really happy with how that's gone. There was no real seized bolts. It took relatively a short amount of time, just loads of fiddly bolts, and once they're undone, once the sealant's removed, you can lift off all of the panels, basically like big adult Lego. So I'm really happy that that's all done, and you can start to see it's going to really start to take shape now. So time to tidy up, get all the panels that I've removed in a nice place, and then we can start thinking about how we're going to start to convert this. So there you have it guys, that is phase one of the transformation. We've got the rear door off, the side panels off, the roof off, and it's already starting to take shape into something really exciting, so I can't wait for you to come back and see next week's video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, it really helps the channel out, and also subscribe because there's going to be plenty more videos and content to come with Project 90, and also I've got a few upgrades and modifications planned for Scout too, so be sure to come back and watch next week's video. So I'll see you then.